Hi guys, today we're going to talk about Meghan and Harry. We're going to talk about Netflix. I'm sure you know already that the contract between Harry and Meghan with Netflix has been extended. They had a 5-year contract that should come to an end this month, at the end of this month or next month. And people were speculating about the future of that contract. And we're happy to say that it's been renewed and we're happy for the Sussexes. It's wonderful. People are trying to find some fault and say that, but it's not the same contract. It's the first look contract. And we want to say what exactly is a first look contract. I'm going to take, for example, a pic that I found online on Twitter, thanks to one of Meghan's fan. And it shows you the difference between the first look contract and the overall contract. I mean, the first look deal, which is what they seem to have signed now with Netflix, and the overall deal, which is what they had signed 5 years ago, right? So what's the difference between the two deals? The first look deal offers this. First of all, it covers feature films, intellectual property, such as books, whereas the overall deal was primarily for series content and television. So the first look deal is better because it has a wider reach. Second, for the first look deal, the content creator generally retains the copyright for the material that they created, whereas for the overall deal, the studio owns the right to everything created within contract terms. So, which means that if Meghan and Harry produce something under the new deal, right, they will own the right and they'll be able to sell it to whoever they want. Whereas with the old deal, whatever they did under that deal, for example, Harry and Meghan, they don't own the right to that. They don't own any right whatsoever to that, which makes the first look deal more advantageous to the Sussexes because they will have rights. They will be able to sell it to different people if they want to, right? And it's like a never-ending fountain of money, if I can say it like that. Whereas the other was quite restrictive because the studio owned the rights and they didn't have any say in anything. Which explained actually why they got that much money, the $100 million. It's because they signed all the rights to them, so they got the money that they got. Anywho, and finally, other studios can pick up refused material, which means that if Meghan and Harry propose the material to Netflix and Netflix refuses to, they can therefore propose it to another studio, whereas in the old deal, no other studio could pick up refused material. For example, Pearl. You remember Pearl was supposed to be an anime Netflix wanted to produce with Harry and Meghan, but for some reason Netflix canned the project and it was never picked up by any other company. But because of that contract, once refused, it stays canned with the production company. Also, I just wanted to add something else that another person online explained. They explained that under that new deal, Netflix will pay the production cost for any project that is discussed with Meghan and Harry. Meghan and Harry are not losing any money because they receive the money production cost. And they can actually sell it to another network if Netflix doesn't want to go ahead with the project, even if the project has already been paid for by Netflix. So it's a win-win for Harry and Meghan then. I'm saying this because some trolls and haters, anti-Harry and Meghan, are saying, oh no, it's only on the first look basis, right? Thinking that Netflix would look at the project and would say, no, I don't want it, and they're not going to pay anything to Harry and Meghan. No, they're paying the rights to be the first to see it, and also production costs if they want to go on with the project. But if by any point of the project being produced, they say, you know what, I don't want to go ahead with that, Harry and Meghan can now take that product, no matter how far in the production process it is, and go and offer it to another network and say, we have this project, we are working on it, production costs have been paid already, we're almost at the end. Would you be interested in working with us to finish this? And the other networks might say yes, no, or maybe. But they have that option to offer it to another company, which wasn't on offer in the original contract. I hope I was able to explain it quite well. Also, I just want to bring your attention to the 2 links I put in the description of the video. These are links to PayPal accounts and to buy me a coffee. This is if you want to support the channel financially, offering 1 or 2 coffees to us, to me, and I'll be thankful to that. So, hope you will be able to do so. Thank you. Let me know what you think. Hope you like the video. Feel free to click on like if it's the case. Subscribe for more videos and click on the notification bell to be notified when I post a new video. Thank you.